Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get right into it for you. We're going to be doing a high taper without touching the hair on top. I'm going to go ahead and start with my trimmer, make a nice high trimmer guideline, and clear out everything underneath. I'm going to go ahead and open up the clipper blade and go about a 1/2 inch up and make a nice line. Go ahead and add the one guard on there and make another line about a 1/2 inch up. Do the same thing with the number 2 guard. You're going to pop it on, make sure the lever's still open. You're going to go another 1/2 inch up while trying to blend into the long hair. Once completed, you're now going to put the 3/16 guard on there and you're going to go from open, mid to close, blending out that line. Now once you're finished, you're going to add the 1/16 guard on and you're going to blend out the next line going down. This should connect you from the 1 1/2 into the 1/2. Once completed, now you're going to have your bare clipper with no guard. You're going to go from midway to close. You're going to blend out that last little bit of a line. And be sure now to go over any kind of issues you see. Use the applicable guard for the area that you're going to be in. Lighten up any kind of dark spots. Now we're going to head to the back and I'm going to make my first initial guideline again using the trimmers. And we're going to make a bald guideline kind of high and make a nice line straight across, clear out anything underneath. Now grab your open blade, no guard on, make a 1/2 inch line going above that initial guideline you just did. Now you can add your one guard, keeping the clipper open, do another guideline 1/2 inch up. And now we're on to the number 2 open. You're gonna make sure you try to do a guideline, but also be blending into the long hair. Take your 3/16 guard. You're going to go from open, mid to close, blending that line away. Now grab your 1/16 guard, also considered your 1/2 guard. And start blending downwards, going from open, mid to close to blend away that 1/2 blade line. Next step is to just blend away that last line using your bare clipper. Go from mid to close. And, you know, I just want to add, this guy has some tough hair. His hair doesn't really grow like downwards or have a grain direction. It kind of grows outwards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the shape up, and that's gonna allow me to see any kind of issues I need blending a little bit better, and it'll allow me to kind of attack those areas a little bit easier. So if you're having a hard time, do the shape up, go back at it, and do what you gotta do. This next part I will do in fast forward. This way you can see the process. You actually visually look at it. But again, it's the same process as the other side of the head. So I will let it play. Now, with this being the first time I'm cutting this client's hair, he came straight from France. So, you know, it kind of was a little language barrier, but, you know, we want to make sure his shape up comes out good. So we wash him twice with shampoo and then one with conditioner. And I'm going to dry him up really good. One thing that translated very well was for me to get rid of the widow's peak. So we're going to go ahead and just chop that right off and kind of go up to where the line starts getting darker per the client. You know, that's the biggest thing, is making sure you give them what they want and not what you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have my style liners right here with the Mini X Pro blade right here. This thing is freaking beast. You can see I'm just, what I did as far as prepping the skin and having this thing set up perfectly. It makes nice quick lines, easy work. So I'm gonna go ahead and start from the center, work my way out, come off 90 degrees toward the edge of the eyebrow, and you know, complete that on the other side also. Now, as far as the back goes, just imagine a nice line coming straight down. You can kind of get a visual of it. Don't cut in too much, don't cut out too much, but you know, use the edge of your trimmer to come around the ear and do the best making a nice sharp line. Here I am just using a business card, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray some enhancements, just all black color on his head. And I'm gonna try to follow that line as good as I can. If you have any kind of overspray, which you really shouldn't, you can always use your trimmer to go back over it, and it'll just clean it up the amount that's needed, and you'll be able to just go over it with a razor. Here I lean my client back, and I'm gonna go ahead and go against the grain for the shape up. And I'm just gonna use my razor, doing nice light, small strokes. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, stay at your line. Don't back it up at all. Don't get too crazy with it. The more movements you make, easier it is to irritate the skin. So be nice and light. Just be sharp, do your best. Now, as far as the excess hairspray goes, you could always clean it off of their forehead or wherever it got with the alcohol that you use at the end. or you can scrape some of it off with the razor. Either way, you're gonna wanna get it off before the client leaves. This way it doesn't look like dead skin. But in the end, being all cleaned up, this is the cut. I hope you guys like it. Comment, subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.